a lot better. He's still 9-0 CS to the 19-3, but he's getting a lot out of the lane. And you compare that to the other offlane, KingTekker, 3 for 1 on this Earthshaker. It has not been the dream start for him, dying to start with, but just cannot get anything in the lane.
This lane is difficult for Earthshaker. Chaos Knight's one of the stronger heroes because he can pull fully across the fissure. He has a lot of damage output by himself, and you combine it with both the slow and the heal bomb of Dazzle. Shaker can't really come in close. He's just going to have to play to leech here and get whatever he can and hope that the other lanes go well. Unfortunately, they're doing pretty well right now. Viper is starting to get a very firm grip on mid. Bottom lane, Benjaz, I think key to a couple of Infamous's wins has been getting Benjaz a very good game. Notably the Anti-Mage game against Secret in the group stage, for example. They did end up winning and getting a draw in that series. Benjaz was very integral to that victory. So getting him off to a good start and getting him comfortable is surely going to help. I kind of like Troll in this game. I think it's pretty good.
A little bit of a problem until, oh, actually there is on top lane, KingTekker, the Fissure catching two, Matthew's there, the Sunstrike is going to connect, but the damage is split between Matthew and KingTekker, so Fly will fall, and a much needed rotation from Infamous arrives on the north. Jirax is waiting to attack into the mid lane. It was the bottom lane where S4 was actually pushed off the lane. He took too much damage while trying to take a pull. So only now does he TP back down to the bottom lane where Troll Warlord's been having a free time.
Shaker's still struggling. It's nice that they get that kill, but it's still a big rotation from the support of Infamous, and Shaker has to go back to the again. Having a hard time. And you compare him to the Brewmaster, the discrepancy is just growing and growing. That's the main gain of OG in this game, is that their offlane is faring better, and the trade-off is that their mid laner is faring slightly worse, but not enough that I think this is a cause for concern right now.
Jirax is coming to the mid, maybe at the perfect time.
A bit of miscommunication there. I think they wanted to fissure into Nightblocker Sound and slow and then Viper, but
yeah, now it's Viper who's under attack.
Oh, Jirax, that's...
It's 2 points of corrosive skin. They're not going to be killing off Tomato with what they've got right now. They might have another one. It's N0tail. Matthew breaking free. The fissure is there. N0tail trying to get on the other side. Reality Rift helps him out with that. Support is nearby in the form of Fly.
I like this build going bottle. I think it's good on safe lane Chaos Knight. You have very easy execution. Oh yeah.
He stuck around. He tried to damage Fly. That wasn't going to work. The fissure gets thrown out, but Fly already finds that kill. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Jirax is the other casualty of war. Ana under the tower, trying to invoke up the cold wall. Maybe that is enough to keep him away. The damage, there isn't a tick for him. So Ana will survive, will burn the salve. Consumables is not something he wants to keep buying when he tries to save up for that hand of Midas. But it gets offset with the death of the tier 1 tower of Infamous on top lane.
It's the nature of the Viper matchup. I think you're going into the game, your mental state against the Viper is, I'm going to need to buy regen. That's how the lane works. If you want to be greedy and try to save up for your Midas, he's going to punish you and send you back to base 4 times, and then your Midas is delayed way more than if you were to send out a couple of flasks. So.
It just keeps him behind, like he's 300 net worth behind at the moment.
Rune here, he's thinking about it. Ana seems to have a read that something is fishy here, and that means Tomato can just hold the lane forever in mid. That's 15 CS up on this Invoker.
I think they're coming for the Shrine. Maybe another thing. Actually, they don't want to take S4 Shrine at this point, even if Ana is low on mana.
He has to jungle already with Invoker. This Invoker doesn't like to have to do this, going to farm jungle at 7 minutes, but I like the decision from Ana to do it. It's the best play on the map. Sometimes the best play sucks, but it's the best one, and you gotta take it. So, at the very least, he didn't die before when he used that nice ice wall, so he stayed alive. And 24 CS, you don't feel good about that as Invoker 7 minutes in. Yep. You feel good about not dying to this Radiant lineup, though. This is a terrifying mid lane to play Invoker in.
Probably nighttime. You probably feel better about N0tail's condition.
He's doing great.
Yeah, he's having great farm up on the top. He's still only just a little bit ahead of the Troll Warlord. And the Viper is like 600 net worth in front of the Invoker, which isn't the best trade-off either, but it's the fact the Earthshaker has got nothing out of this top lane. Like KingTekker, he's died 2 times, he's really struggled to find any space to farm.
This is a great rotation from OG. They have the heal bomb.
Nice. Charge forward, Snowball catching two, Bunny with the climb, but the Brewmaster split comes down for the first time. Troll Warlord, the Sunstrike would have killed him if Fly's heal bomb didn't do it. As Lich spin him round and drop him down. Acel will die. And OG can turn this momentum with the first Phantasm use of N0tail into the death of the tier 1 tower on bottom lane.
it was very clear how they prepared that. They were like, Pesmore is going to be about to be level 6. We're going to smoke our Tusk and Dazzle down here, use that heal bomb, and if they try to fight back, we TP in the Chaos Knight and overwhelm them. So it's like a 3-step plan already there from OG. It's very clear that they were coordinating that. That's the mark of a very, very high-skilled team, that they think ahead that much. It's like chess, you know. If you can predict what's going to happen before it even does, you're way more prepared to make the right move.
Oh, Benjaz is trying to predict moving up to top. Invoker was already moving there. He just cut off his path.
Structures are
Jirax, who TP'd in here to try and defend the push. So Benjaz here, maybe he's already moving a little bit further to the back of the tower. He can shut out just to harass and drag the creep wave, making life difficult, but he's not really contesting. Meanwhile, Viper continues to level up in mid. And how do you actually build this fighter? Do you go for sustain? I'm seeing a 4-star currently in his quick buy. How does he survive in the fight while still doing the damage required?
He's going to need mobility and he's going to need a BKB eventually. I don't think he can fight this Invoker without a BKB later on. The Chaos Knight is also going to be a problem. He's mainly getting the Force Staff to get out of Reality Rift, I think, and to be able to counterplay Ice Wall so that he can, you know, stick on his target. It's very important for Viper to itemize so that he can somehow deal his damage. That's still the innate weakness of the hero. It has incredible laning in a lot of matchups, but then you need to turn your network into something that actually transitions into a good mid game. When it comes to Infamous in general, it would have been nice for them to be able to use these cooldowns of OG, like they used Bruce Split and Phantasm in the same play. The problem is it's daytime, and they don't have the best pushers themselves either, so they're actually not really gaining too much out of these cooldowns of OG. Instead, they're just going to get some farm. This is extremely optimistic from Benjaz.
Yeah, he didn't run down. It was right to do so. I think he scouted out the fact that the CK was there, but the Sunstrike from Ana will hit the money. Hilariously enough, Acel started his own TP and left the Troll Warlord alone on the top. He went all the way back to the fountain and just abandoned his teammate. I don't think there's much he could have done to stop it.
I'm not going with you in this, man. You're on your own.
They both had TP, but the problem was Tuskar was holding his snowball. Yeah. So you couldn't use it.
That's a bit of a mistake there from Benjaz. He forced a big rotation, but it's still worth it for OG to get a core kill. If that was a support that they TP 2 or 3 heroes in to kill there, I think that would have been worth it for the Infamous side. So Nortel control is big on mid lane. Tomato.
Nortel sets up the 1 second stun. It might be enough as well. Tomato starts his TP out. Cancelled very, very quickly. Destroyed by Ana Sunstrike, and they're wanting more. Crit! Destroys the Lich. Finally, Nightstalker will hit the ground. Stunned up by the Earth Ruling. And they got a little bit more. Nortel, Reality Rift, give the negative armor. And the stun is there. Nightstalker will fall. He cannot reach the safety of the high ground. And once more, OG take a fight and push it to the town. I'm barely certain flying is already up.
What should I buy? I'm getting rich, man. What to do? I've got like 400 gold.
He's got 2 kills, 1 death, and 6 assists.
Another great play.
He's got more than enough.
It's pretty much the same play they just made before. They made kind of the exact same move, well, a little bit different on the initiation order, but using the same abilities to the same effect, getting multiple kills and then a tower. They can kind of rinse and repeat this until Infamous start getting their teamfight up and running. They need the 6 on Lich, they need the Shaker to get his Blink Dagger, and I think that's enough. Then they have a response. But right now their lineup is very slow, and they can't really activate their Viper very well. So OG are starting to build a very big advantage.
Yeah, that gold graph is now stretched around 4K and increasing. The experience is a lot closer, however. Remember, the gold rafters are getting it spiked because of the death of those 3 tier 1 towers and the fact that Infamous have claimed none themselves. So the money is looking good for OG, but there's still a lot coming out of the Infamous lanes. They're not keeping Troll Warlord at the #1 net worth just by sheer luck. He's building into that Mask of Madness, and then we can see if Infamous can find critical objectives across the map. And I'm wondering if that actually comes through kills, or does it actually come through forcing buildings, using that Troll Warlord's attack speed in combination with the Viper?
I think you have to wait. That's the most important thing for Infamous. You have to delay the game without losing too many heroes. You're not in fighting shape right now with your lineup. You can try to find a skirmish here there, maybe with a Nightstalker, but realistically they're just not online yet. So keep getting the farm in, keep getting the wards out, keep your heroes safe, build toward the BKB. The BKB is the name of the game in this one. It's the best item against OG's lineup. It's like extremely good against both Brewmaster and Invoker. It is an absolute mandatory item on every core on the Radiant side at some point eventually. Shaker's probably going to get it like 3rd or 4th item, but the other heroes have to get it. Like PPD pointed out, you can't play against Brewmaster without BKB in your core. It's like, you're just going to get cycloned. Yeah, he cyclones one, stuns the other, and the CK goes on the other guy. And like, what's your save? Infamous don't have saves. They have Fissure.
Yeah, they
reliable.
have the turnaround of the fight from Yosho.
Yeah,
that
that's
doesn't
what they
happen until he has the Blink Dagger.
Exactly.
As well as some decent levels. He's gone for a 2-1-2-1 build. So the Echo Slam doesn't do anywhere near enough damage at the moment. He's got more points up in the Aftershock.
Radiant are scared.
I'm going to see a tower trade here as it looks. OG will happily trade their tier 1 top for a tier 2 bottom. This tower top is extremely difficult to defend and fairly unimportant compared to other things on the map. If you get this bottom tier 2, they claim a way more important objective. Looks like it's not really possible. No-Tail is laying into it, but doesn't want to commit his Phantasm.
Yeah, it's so much to commit. They've been looking to use the Phantasm in every single fight. With Infamous gaining items, maybe that use of the Phantasm is something OG doesn't want to do, because it will feel like a window of opportunity for him.
Maybe it feels like they can get it anyway. I mean, at this rate, they can. He's tanking the tower for an eternity by dropping to half health and then popping a regen rune.
Yeah, it's the never-ending life of No-Tail.
He tanked the tower for like 30 seconds.
And now he's got enough money to finish up the entire
nice.
armlet too.
Yep, he's gonna come out. We've seen Chaos Knights of the past often go for a Midas.
Shards just pushing Tomato up. He can't actually move back down again. The trees block his palm. And I thought for a moment he's going to roll in with Fly, but that would have put Fly on the front lines. Needed a different hero to be with the Dazzle.
How are we looking now for Infamous? I'm keeping a close eye on King Tekka because I think this Blink Dagger is what's going to change the flow of the game. Either they're going to find 1 or 2 successful fights, or they're going to fight on top such a big deficit that it gets difficult.
Oh, they're pushing to the left. I thought for a moment they would actually properly commit onto Ana. The Observer didn't reveal anything, but at the same time, their vision hadn't seen anybody else until Jirax walks underneath the defensive Observer ward on the northern shrine of Radiant.
This is also one of the big benefits of the wards OG got out. They have really good coverage around mid. So first of all, they see some of the more common smoke positions. Often you would smoke behind your tier 2 mid, or between the top tier 2 and the mid tier 2, you would smoke in that area and start moving out. So OG, with this aggressive warding, they have a pretty good read on when multiple heroes are missing, and then they can counterplay pretty easily.
Found one.
Really awkward spot.
He took the flight, able to see flight. Tomato's going to come over. S4 might do enough. Dazzle, Shallow Grave at the very end, and then throws down the weave. The Sunstrike right on the money. Tomato takes so much damage and Fly. He will still go down to the Viper Corrosive Skin, but Matthew trapped in the trees. You did all of that to kill off the support Dazzle, and nice.
Be right back.
It'll take it that 10 more seconds.
At the very least for Infamous there, they forced the Bruce split, but I still think if you're OG, you're happy with this because you killed the Viper. A big core in the game. Of course, like you said, the Troll Warlord is finding a lot of farm, and we'll be reaching a point that it gets very interesting. The question is, can Infamous actually hold heroes in place so them and he survive?
Ball forward, OG can hold him in position. Flipping like an omelet, and the Echo Slam! King Tekka arrives, the Tusker won't go down. Now the Lich holding Fountain's Fall, killing off Jirax. It's trapped between Fly and Ana. Some decent damage as it forces him away from the Brewmaster. Reveal now, the Shallow Grave still there. Starts the TP. Where's the stun? Where's the control? Where's the damage? Where's the kill?
Oh, he bought a Fairy Fire. He bought and used the Fairy Fire. I actually don't think he needed it, but that was such a good play under pressure there by S4. Yes. Great foresight by him. Stays alive. They didn't have any stun, like you said, and that's the Blink Dagger reveal from King Tekka. He got a really good echo. That's easily 2 or 3 kills if his team is able to connect, but they end up only getting the 1. And it wasn't Jirax, it was 1 support they found.
Yep, and you lost your troll for it.
Yep. OG are
double damage. Double damage rune on the Chaos Knight. You've got the damage, you may not have the sustain, however.
He heals a lot from critting. He heals a lot from critting when he has this double damage. Let's see if he gets a crit now.
I suppose with the double negative armor too, you got it from Reality Room as well as from the Medallion of Courage.
He heals a good 200 every crit. Now he's going to get Alacrity as well. It's like borderline disgusting. Oh, okay. Not sure if they have sustain, Toby. They did.
You don't have to have sustain if it only takes you 10 seconds to kill Roshan.
Nice play by OG to snipe that. Knowing that Infamous weren't really in a position to go contest. There was no darkness, no night time, so night focus, glorified melee creep.
And no Echo Slam.
A bit more than that maybe, but yeah, no Echo.
Not even Chain Frost. Even though like all those things did work really nicely for Infamous, like you look at the fight now, in fact we can have a look at it again, so S4 all the way back to base and just safety first Fairy Fire trigger. Make sure there is no chance. And I don't know if Jirax is watching that or if he's just having a giggle at the lines they spanned out after.
Jirax, top lane. Oh, this is intimidation tactics. He's completely alone. He's basically mind gaming him here.
Yeah, well, he's got the vision. Like, they have an aggressive Dire Observer Ward. He knows he's up against 4 heroes, but he also knows they're so far away that they can't initiate it on straight away. So what do? You just kind of knock on the door, bring the attention of all 4 heroes to you, and then just disappear.
I really like this play in general.
Oh, Jirax, hang on.
He's snowballing a creep.
Is he?
Yo,
is he actually?
Wait, what?
He's going after the Viper. Doesn't have the range for it, and Viper gonna 4-star forward. Jirax has no save here. Shards himself on the hill. They don't see him, but the fissure from King Tekka.
Alright, he's just batshit crazy, man. What was that? What was that snowball?
He wouldn't have even survived the TP home. Like, even if the fissure didn't connect, he would have died from just the dot effects from Viper.
It's the mental game, though. I think that what he's trying to accomplish is to get a read on what's happening, like seeing multiple Infamous heroes or getting them scared, just getting into their heads. What I was going to say was I like this play from the support. I want to kind of say it was Lannon that really pioneered it at TI6, where he would play Ogre, and he would just go to the opposite side of the map where no one was, and he would just go AFK push there as Ogre until somebody came to kill him. And it was like, okay, you just came to kill an Ogre, and I killed 4 creep waves, and I don't really care. You know, I'm going to respawn, my team's farming, great.
Space is being created right now. Sunstrike, Night Stalker, that was confidence. T being on top of the tier 2 tower, loses his life instantly. Chaos Knight's at least a little bit trapped, but it's Armlet and Aegis. And bottle charges. N0tail back up to 1/3 of his life. And doing a light show from everyone at home. Jirax should find some common sense.
It's really nice to hear that interview from Fly before the game. It's like, you know, it's like you need to release, you need to not worry too much about the game. You just need to play it like every other game.
It would have been very easy to also worry about the Infamous team. Infamous is no mugs. Yeah, they didn't have a great result in the group stage, but it's the underdog factor. You understand they can lose, and OG should understand that better than anybody else. Losing to both MVP and TNC, the teams highlighted in last TI, the fact that these guys were considered the underdogs against OG. Major winners, 4-time major winners. OG, their Achilles heel is the big one. It's still TI. They need a good performance. And this confidence is going to help them, and especially this kill is going to help on their way. Only 1 second sub, but N0tail.
Oh, nice.
4-star over the hill, but the shards, it doesn't hold him, but the snowball will stop him for a moment. Walrus punch up, and they pull Tomato up. Matthew wants to help out. 2 seconds over on the Viper. He's just bending his money, knowing this Brewmaster ulti is down. There's way too much control for him to survive. N0tail will be lucky. Fly has to self-grave to stay alive in a cell, trapped in by the shards. Jirax and S4 teaming up perfectly. Licious wants to get to high ground to safety, but the shards just last for way too bloody long. Can't reach the tier 3 tower, and OG will achieve that for him, taking the tier 2 and pushing with this fresh Phantasm of N0tail. Even without Armlet, he's got 2.1k gold. And if that hard ever gets completed, Infamous just won't have the damage.
This could actually be Axel. They have an Alacrity Siege creep. That is...
They're going to fight.
It's pretty extreme.
They have to fight. The BKB's on the troll. Lich is back to the world of living. Viper can TP herself to the front line. Jirax, Ana starting their TP out. The Fissure, canceling the one on the Tusker. N0tail turns around, so does Ana. Alright, if you want to fight, they will happily oblige. The EMP burn is perfect, but the BKB out for vengeance. N0tail likely to lose his life, or at least just the Aegis trapped inside the base. And OG, they are not coming to help him. They're standing their ground up on the high ground, well away from N0tail. They'll let him die. Took a decent amount to get it. Infamous, of course, they want more. TPing forward towards the shrine. They've already managed to catch up to Fly. Jirax as well, trapped inside the camp. The Fissure will connect. Someone needs to reach him. Tomato navigating. Jirax couldn't push himself uphill this time. OG lose 4 heroes. They do take the tier 3 tower, but look at that line from Infamous. Mid, push.
Go end. Got them, guys. Let's just get the whole mid lane. So I think OG stuck around there because they had a feeling that this barracks would fall, and they were so close. The siege creep needed 1 more hit. Alacrity siege creep is quite something. Like, I'm not sure if you were paying attention to it, but it's like 10-shotting the barracks, and it has pretty good attack speed. The ice armor was the saving grace for their melee racks there, and the fact that OG didn't full commit. They could have full committed and guaranteed that racks, but at the end of the day, they like tried to half and half, and they got nothing. They got the, I mean, they got the tower, but they paid 4 heroes for it. That was
defense is coming to mid.
Very
N0tail's doing the old wraparound. Comes in, Reality Rift to start with. Chaos Ball, only 2 seconds on over on the Viper. The Echo Slam from KingTaker, trying to create space. Sunstrike making it difficult for Benjet, but just beating into N0tail. The shallow grave is too much of Benjet, trapped in an icy grave. Chaos Knight will survive. The heel kicks through. A Sal will fall down. Infamous thought they had a little bit of momentum, but OG, it was crocodile tears. You thought they were bleeding from the eyes, but OG, how much they're going to make the infamous Rax bleed.
Shallow Grave is super good with armlet heroes. N0tail just healed at full 500 when the Grave expired. He just retoggled his armlet. They couldn't bring him down.
Now
They committed so much, now they have nothing. It looked like a good Echo Slime. You know, you're tempted to go in for that Echo. There's Chaos Knight using Phantasm. They didn't have the combo. No Chain Frost was available. The Viper couldn't really connect very well. It was just Shaker and Troll against the World. They don't win that. That's a win for World, I think.
And again, another time when Troll was in that position where he was forced to fight, like when N0tail wrapped around the side, he fought on the top of the ramp, but right on the corner of it, so the Shards, Jirax had a huge option there just to lock him in. It's an old block spot, and Jirax hit the money load on the Shards.
He's playing very well in Tusk, apart from that weird snowball. It's been a great game. His Shards have been pretty much perfect every single play, which is nice to see, because I feel like Tusk is a hit or miss hero a lot of the times, and a lot of the players in this tournament have been, it's been like mixed success with how good the Shards have been, but Jirax is showing great individual skill on this hero. Now Chaos Knight almost has a heart too. 24 minutes in. He is big, and he's
just about to pick up an Arcane Rune as Infamous trying to finish the tier 1 town. As they try, they'll actually succeed. And as this is smoke time, what's coming out the courier? They've got a smoke over on Lich, but there's an observe ward inside the base. There's an observe ward on the north. So OG will understand that Infamous are all outside of their home. The question is, how far?
Yeah.
And in fact, it's OG who group up. A smoke on flight, they can do exactly the same thing if they desired. And it looks like Infamous will not smoke up. OG together.
They want to wait for their Echo. It's actually just come online. So they could look for it now. They're going to have Darkness in 25, so that would be a good timing. If it's smoke now, they're going to connect. This warding from OG, this aggressive warding is paying a lot of dividends. They have so much information to go on. They can play very aggressively in the bottom area. They're seeing heroes constantly crossing through this top ward.
This could be the first thing to work for Infamous, and they may have just caught the glimpse of it. The Observer Ward, I believe, was looking at Ana when the smoke went, so Infamous might be aware of this. But so far, KingTaker is not acting like he is. Okay, yeah, Blink TP now, he's acting like he's aware.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
And OG
Shrine is going to fall now.
Yeah. Nothing they can do about this.
This is a 20 armor, 3.5k hero minute 26 with a Dazzle behind it. This Chaos Knight is very hard to kill, actually. There's 2 items right now that I think are very interesting for N0tail. One is a BKB, and the other one I think Eternal Enemy would love me to say this, but it could be a pipe, at least for his team. He's actually, like, how are they going to kill this hero? Well, they have so much magical damage on the Radiant Sun, that's the only thing that's going to kill him. He can pipe himself in his illusions. Either him or the Brewmaster could get it, for example.
Well, Jirax could actually pick it up as opposed to building an Aghanim Scepter, which he currently has in his quick play.
Yeah, I could see it on Tusk as well. Like, just anyone, a pipe for their lineup would be very good for securing and ending this game, and then the Chaos Knight going to BKB is going to make him, like, almost impossible for the Radiant lineup to deal with. Both options seem very good to me. This time N0tail's holding onto the double damage, which indicates that they want to go high ground. Also using it for the Roche, so we're going to see a mid-push probably coming in next.
Jirax again was just muscling the mid lane down, but you know that Roshan's done. OG are coming. The cheese is on the Chaos Knight. Aegis Immortal is in the hands of the Invoker.
They feel like Chaos Knight can't die anyway. They're going to assume that he's going to get graved, and then when he gets graved at 0 health, he can armlet toggle and cheese, and that's basically an Aegis. And then Ana has the real Aegis, if you will. Alright, there comes the Phantasm. N0tail's trying to split and go bottom. And they actually saw those illusions, so they know Phantasm is used for whatever they want to use that for.
Push mid, Chaos Knight now doing
he is hard on them.
186 plus 155 from Chaos Knight. Onto the tower, and that's a tower with Frost armor that he's beating into, and hasn't even triggered his double damage rune yet. The Phantasms do a little bit of chip damage, rotating through the bottom, more doing scouting than anything else, and Fly just hit the negative armor load. He got it on both Benjaz and Tomato. That aggressive weave, so they initiate in on the Viper. A quick 4-star gets him away to safety. They're going back to the tier 4 towers. Now with a glitch Chain Frost bouncing through the creep wave. Looks like the Brewlings don't even give a crap about it. They just tank the entire thing. Another good chance locking in Tomato. He knows he has to try and get out there and fight, but any chip damage in no time will be repaired by that heart of his. So Ana stands his ground, killing off the melee rack. 2 more hits, 1 more. There she goes. The melee rack is down, but KingTekker on the back lines. He's found the Echo Slam. They've killed off the Saving Grace. They've killed off the Dazzle. The question is, how much more can they get? Matthews here. N0tail wants him a 3-second stun. The shards are nice, but then again, no. It keeps Ana out of the fight. They have to turn back over to KingTekker. Jirax able to do that with his Blink Dagger. The Benjaz down the front lines too. They find another. The silence onto Ana. OG, why are these pushes so costly? Once again, they have played a mid-Rax, but how many heroes do you have to lose for it? N0tail back into the fight. Still has cheese. Ana up and towards the air. He doesn't have that extra life. Tomato can finally bring him down, and he'll get money, but the question is, can he live? Without your life, money's not worth a hell of a lot. N0tail wants to fight harder. He may have to burn the cheese if he wants to have his stun as well as disable, but the TP out is perfect. All the way home to tell his kids of the tale.
But still 2 full lanes minute 28, so very, very good for OG with this. You're right, they could have maybe caught some casualties there if they played that a little bit sharper, but they have a lot of space to give away right now. 12k lead, 29-minute double rack, as you said, and it doesn't feel like Infamous are reaching a point now where it starts to get scary for OG. Even this Chaos Knight system, they can't deal with him at all, and the Brewmaster is just creating space for him. The problem in this kind of fight is Chaos Knight pops Phantasm, you're blinking the Brew and you use Brew Split, you just control arbitrary heroes in the fight and you just take down towers. How is Infamous supposed to fight this? They don't have the damage. They've got to find a way. I think this approach that they had to that fight was really good. Find the backline, kill the Dazzle, try to get the Tusk out so the saves are down, and then you can fight the course. It just takes so damn long that they already lost their racks by the time they kill the Dazzle.
They're trying to find the damage. At least Benjaz has it. He's the only one that kind of does.
What, Maelstrom?
Yeah, he needed it to also just help clear the waves as they came towards the base.
I think this is actually the best item he can buy, and this is not a very common item at all.
N0tail. Sure, have another double damage room. It's on the house right
under
now.
attack.
He's going to push him with Alacrity and DD. They only have 1 more lane of ranked OG before they force the Megas, but the better thing is Benjaz caught out. S4 is here, so is the Tuskar Snowball. They punch him, they flip him. 17 HP, someone finish the job. Will be Ana with the last attack as he juggles the balls in victory.
He has buyback on the Troll, which will most definitely be forced here. 15 seconds on Phantasm. There's no way they hold this without buying back their Troll. It's got to buy back.
He really did not want to have to do this, but there is no choice, as you said. Echo Slam from KingTekker has to be perfect. And right now, he's just trying to defend the top lane, keeping the CK illusions down. But the real N0tail pushing him through the bottom, slowly getting Vipered up. He does have that cheese, remember. A little bit easier when you're running the armlet toggle. Get back up and stay alive. Alacrity buff up once more. The slow is a real pain. But so are his illusions. They've already pushed the creep wave through the top lane. The tier 4 towers will come under attack. Luckily, they regenerate. The bottom racks won't. All the life on the tier 3 tower on bottom.
N0tail's just patiently waiting here for the wave to reach. They want to get some vision in the Radiant base so that they can jump with their Brewmaster. Doesn't seem like they have a ward available. Actually, Fly does have a ward.
Are they really going to try and come? Defensive Observer ward. There's a nice aggressive one from Infamous. N0tail, the creep wave's coming in. There should be some good damage if you want to Echo Slam it, but they fish it for now. Tornado trying to create space from Ana, and it did exactly that job. N0tail, Reality, just losing the range on Viper.
He's trying to bait the BKB from Tomato. That's what he wants. This 10-second BKB.
Oh, there's Reality Rift. They go on Benjaz. They get the BKB out of him. And now the initiation has to happen. The Echo Slam on the backline. Fly will die again. KingTekker hits the right of the money. Can they get both support? Tomato's doing the work against Ana. Eulscepter protect him for the moment. Up and towards the end. The Lich only hasn't done enough work as KingTekker and Matthew, they're still just trying to chase the support kill. They're going to find Tuskar in the tree. Matthew will bring him down, but it took so damn long. The N0tail can get back in and kill off the Earthshaker, leaving Tomato stranded. Hurricane Pike trying to create space, but the real CK is on the money. 1 minute without both the Troll and the Viper. S4 looking to actually make that even better, trying to kill off this Night Stalker. Anna joining the fight. The Shrine will give Matthew a little bit more life. Colsnap make it difficult to run away. He's underneath the tier 4 tower. Reality Rift, no tail, kills him under that tier 4 tower. As Cell, the sole survivor. Good luck, Lich.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
That needs to be 6 spotted to defend this, I think.
Are you talking to Lich?
Yeah.
Yep, maybe.
It's some very specific items, I'm not sure they exist.
Vale and Dagon level 5, so at least he can nuke somebody's side to keep everyone else away in a negative scepter. that may be enough. But yeah, it's way too much to repel. OG, very convincing. And again, methodical killing of the team that placed bottom in both of the groups.
OG looked pretty good at this. I think there were a couple of times they overstepped their boundaries a bit that they need to be careful with against the better teams, but that was very convincing. I like their strategy, I like the way they put their lanes, I like the way they combined their spells and look for the right moments. It's something you can really tell in some of OG's games is that they have this very good force